Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Combine. And not only me, but my massive biceps are still here. And now joining me are Nick and Jared. Jared is our other stout defensive player from this IM game. But we are not here to talk about the best football in the world, IM football. We're here to talk about the second best, the NFL. And we're going to jump right into it and talk about a quarterback that I think is incredibly stinky, and that is Daniel Jones. This guy stinks. He's bad. Niners beat the Giants 30-12 on Thursday Night Football this week, and I mean, what do we expect? It was going to happen regardless. It was just a matter of how soon Giants fans were willing to accept it.
Yeah.
But what did y'all think generally about this game? Any thoughts?
Daniel Jones, he got the bag. I mean, he got the bag in the offseason, and then ever since then, he's kind of just been tripping over the bag. Like, he's been looking terrible. Obviously, they didn't have Saquon, so that sucks. But, I mean, the 49ers, they might go undefeated. I know it's crazy to say, and, you know, it never really happens, but the 49ers have a real chance of going undefeated. So.
Undefeated, I think, is a little bit of a stretch. I understand where you're coming from, but every team's got hard games that they have to play.
Of course.
The Niners have some, too. I definitely see them slipping up at least once or twice during this. They're not going to be – I don't think they're going to be perfect. But I wanted to ask you real quick, how long did it take you to come up with that Daniel Jones tripping on a bag?
I literally thought of it while sitting on this couch right here.
I'm going to crown you the quippiest HTF member there is. Mr. Nick.
Yes.
Your thoughts on the game?
I think the 49ers are the best team in the league. I'm sorry.
While wearing the Dolphins jersey? That's crazy.
I think Dolphins are second best, but I know we'll get to them later. Yeah.
All right. I as much as I'd like to stay and talk about Danny Pennies, that guy stinks. There's nothing more to talk about. He's just bad. They need to get him out of town. Caleb Williams. Take for Caleb Williams. That's all there is to it. But
I don't know.
Another fan base that is in shambles right now, actually two fan bases that are in shambles right now, are the Vikings fan base, Mr. Tyler Brownrigg, I am so very sorry, and the Chargers fan base, who our main friend Doug, who's just here, is a diehard Chargers fan. That's got to be heartbreaking.
They won, though.
But they're both 0-2, and they won by 4 points. What does this say about this franchise? You know what it says? It says Brandon Staley, show up with pitchforks, get him out of there.
Yeah.
Just run him out of town. Both organizations are bad. I really think it's time for the Vikings to throw everything they have out the window and just tank for Caleb.
Everything? You think they throw Justin Jefferson out the window?
No, but their aspirations for this season.
Yeah, I would agree.
I think any hopes they have, they play Carolina this week, you might as well just put Nick Mullins in there, Just take Kirk out. Just tank.
Crazy.
Kirk has been doing good, though.
Kirk has been doing good, but you should send him to, New York and let him succeed instead of letting him sit behind, 5 Walmart salesmen that they put on the O-line over there. Because Kirk gets sacked. How many times does he get sacked a game? 5 or 6 times a game?
He still leads the league in passing, though.
He does still lead the league in passing, but he has Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison, who are both phenomenal receivers. T.J. Hawkinson's back there, K.J. Osborne.
They're being wasted.
They are being wasted. I don't understand how you have all these pieces and somehow they still stink. But
it's the defense, bro. The defense is absolutely terrible. And, I mean, Justin Herbert just diced them for over 400 yards.
Yeah.
And they won without Austin Eckler.
Which is ridiculous.
They had 12 rushing yards on the game. How do you do that and then lose?
I think this game falls on the Chargers just have a better overall team. Yeah. And with a better head coach, Brandon Staley needs to be fired. They can be serious contenders. But as of right now, they're totally not.
I was actually just about to make a point. I'm going to argue with you a little bit. I think the Vikings have the better team. I do.
No.
But I think Justin Herbert is just more of a factor than Kirk Cousins is.
I mean, definitely.
I don't think they have a better team at all.
Because I personally
heavily argue against that.
I personally would take Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, Hawkinson over Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, and Gerald Everett.
You're tripping.
What about Austin Eckler?
Keenan Allen.
I'm not talking about. I'm talking about receiving core.
Keenan Allen just had 200 yards on 18 catches.
Okay, Justin Herbert threw 49 passes for the 12th time in a row.
And Kirk Cousins threw 50.
Did he really?
Yeah.
I've been proven wrong in my own sport. I must commit seppuku.
All right. But, we can talk about the Bucks, your Bucks now, so at least you got that going for you.
So, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are bucking up tonight and beating the Philadelphia Eagles, and it is going to be disastrous. I can't wait to get the Snapchat notification of Waluka Costa crying because the Eagles get absolutely just demolished. It's going to be ridiculous. Baker Mayfield is him. I know we have a graphic up on screen right now. Baker Mayfield's him. I really, like, I said this last week. I'm going to stand by it because I'm a Bucs fan. I kind of have to. Baker Mayfield's better than Tom Brady. He's better than Joe Montana. He's better than any quarterback that's ever lived ever. He's the best there's ever been or ever will be, at least for this season. But I do think the Eagles, okay. I'm actually going to throw it to you because I have something I want to say, but I want to save it for a second.
Okay, great. I'll go ahead and say what I was thinking. Baker Mayfield will definitely do better than Tom Brady and Joe Montana this year, but you're crazy for saying he's the better overall. That's just
he's the best that's
out
ever
of pocket.
Or ever will be.
That's like saying that Puka Nacua is not the best receiver of all time. But
Anyway,
no, I do hope that the Buccaneers win tonight. I would love to see an upset. Obviously, the Eagles are still probably, ranked 1 or 2 in the NFC, probably Super Bowl favorites. So
nope, they're favored to finish last in the NFC. They're hot garbage.
Well, I do want to see the Bucs win, though.
As long as Jalen Hurts is good for me in fantasy tonight because I'm losing, I don't care who wins. Although I do think it'll be the Eagles.
I have the Bucs defense, so I regret to inform you of this, but he's going to have
They could do good on special teams
tonight.
Not on defense.
What do you mean?
I need Jalen Hurts to do good.
Bro needs Jalen Hurts.
I do. I'm undefeated.
Then you can afford a loss.
Okay. I think we can all agree that Baker is better than Jalen Hurts. It's an easy decision to make, but I do want to throw it into something that I was sitting at home after the gym, throwing things across my room, angry that the Dolphins did not kick a field goal in the fourth quarter and tie the record for most points ever in the history of professional football. Not Super Bowl era, history of professional football. It's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
Because Mike McDaniel wanted to be respectful after beating the Broncos by 50 points.
He went for it on fourth down. One already.
No, he took a knee on fourth down.
No, I'm saying earlier in the game. He wasn't even being respectful back then.
No, I don't understand where that philosophy comes from, that good nature. You beat them by 50.
Listen, I was at the game yesterday afternoon, and I've never seen Hard Rock Stadium that electric when we hit that mark. Tua, Tyreek Hill, Raheem Mostert all did amazing, and then 10 minutes before the game, I picked up Devon Achane in a different league in fantasy.
My God.
Absolutely won me the matchup this week. I mean, Broncos country, I say let's hide. Broncos country, let's move to the Pac-12. I mean, fire the DC. Dolphins absolutely destroyed you guys.
That's crazy. Sean Payton, get out of town.
70 points is unacceptable.
It is
plain
unacceptable.
and simple. Without Jalen Waddle.
It's crazy because Sean Payton talked all that smack, too.
We have to go to commercial break soon. But I want to ask you a question. Who would win right now between the two stinkers in Colorado, Deion Sanders and the Buffaloes, or the Denver Broncos?
Deion Sanders.
Deion, 100% prime time.
Only one is
it's not
doing
even a competition. Russell Wilson would still look like a stinker against Colorado. I do mean that.
Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for this segment, so we'll be right back in just a minute. Don't go anywhere.